Great. We are back with Jay Petervary, and Jay Petervary is this year's 2007 winner of the Great Divide Race, which is 2,490 miles, top to bottom.
2,500.
Let's. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and round up.
10 miles at the end of that.
What's 10 miles between friends? You know. Yeah, absolutely. It's called 2,500, and it runs basically along the Great Divide. We were talking about this, and it's not exactly the Great Divide, but let's go to you, Jay. Give us the details.
Well, the route just basically follows the Continental Divide from north to south, and it was made from the Adventure Cycling Association to be within 50 miles of the actual Divide Trail. So, like you said, it was 2,500 miles. It has 200,000 vertical gain throughout.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
It is a self-supported race with no help allowed.
Yeah. Nice. And of course you were doing this on a completely geared bike, 24, 25. No, you're doing it on single speed, right? You got to show off in front of everybody, don't you, Jay? Single speed, right?
No.
No, I thought you wanted single speed.
geared.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
29.
What's that?
29-inch geared bike.
All right. Oh, 29. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Somebody told me it was single speed, but okay, that's it. Somebody's fired. Somebody's fired. Well, that's cool though, man. So, well, let's get right down to the basics. Why? What was the impetus? What said? You know, I get up in the morning and go, hey, maybe I get a 2-hour ride in today. It'll be a big day.
Oh, well, it's just about adventure, right? And it's much easier for me to wake up and ride my bike all day than it is to wake up and go to work all day.
Yeah, there's that. I never thought of it. Yeah.
No need to answer to anybody, you know.
Oh man, I like it.
I don't know about that. The average, I think, I was talking to Mike Kuriak, who's an adventure racing specialist, and he said to be competitive in this race, to finish before the cutoff time, you have to average 150 miles a day. I mean, there's some events out there where you know, like 100-mile mountain bike races that are, you know, considered, that's pretty tough. You do 100 miles and, you know, 12 hours might be the cutoff time, but 150 miles.
Right. Well,
day in and day out.
And for, yeah. And like he described it, there might be some pros out there that could be good at it for the first 5 days. Day 15, after that. And it's funny because I knew that for this issue, Dirt Rag, the last issue, August 15th, I wanted to cover this race just as an emerging form of mountain bike racing. I wanted to talk to some of the racers, and I didn't realize that they would be out long past our deadline for that issue.
I was hoping these guys would cover like 250, 300 miles a day. We're working with a cutoff here. Yeah.
They'll be in. You know, they're giving me dates. I'm like, oh, but the race started 3 weeks ago. You know.
Okay, so and here's you know, we got these guys like what's his name, Dean, the runner. This is ultra running, ultra marathon running, and this stuff. I mean, what do you think it is? I mean, people are just like looking. I mean, we're looking for that next accomplishment. What is it?
I think that's probably exactly what it is. It's just something that grows on you. You look for the next challenge and something that's longer or more adventuresome.
Right.
So, and
the
that's
fact
what
that
draws
it's self-supported too. Like that's
absolutely
a big
it's
part
you,
of it.
man.
You don't
Yeah,
have
right.
There's
right.
no chase car. There's no neutral.
And I
support.
think that's the beauty of it as well.
Yeah.
You can raise your hand all day. Nobody's coming up with a new tire, right?
No way.
How long did it take you to train and prepare your equipment? I mean, those two things are, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
You prepare your body and you prepare your bike.
Well, I went into it wanting to challenge the record, so
Yeah.
I might say that I've been preparing since I've started racing, maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
But it's really been on my mind just for the past couple of years, saying, oh wow, that'd be a cool ride to do. But then you start thinking about it, you're like, well, I'm probably only gonna have one chance to do this ride, so
Yeah.
I might as well want to win the ride and then possibly set the record of the ride.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and I really trained and thought about it for probably a year, analyzing all my gear, nitpicking every single thing that I took with me.
Yeah.
Is it training? So I would imagine training is more endurance. I mean, speed, I'm sure comes in there, but I'm sure you're going out for these longer rides to just get your body used to exerting probably like an 80% effort for extended period of times rather than 95 to 100% for a short burst.
Yeah, everyone has different ideas about going about the race. Some people might go, you know, at 50% for all day, meaning 20, 23 hours and
Right.
only sleeping a few hours at
Literally
night.
all day.
I'm a little different. I like to go maybe 90 to 100% all day and sleep 6-7 hours a night
Okay, and try to recover.
and try to recover and rest myself so I could do the same thing again the following day.
So almost approaching each day like it's a race, like it's
That's exactly how I
150-mile
approached
race.
it.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's
I didn't
really
look at the
interesting.
big picture and think, oh, a week out, I take every day by itself.
Every day
do you-
was a race. Bang! I get my 150 done in the shortest amount of time, and then I got all this time to sleep and recover.
And you have to become very mentally prepared for something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to a couple of the people that ended up not finishing, and it seemed that was
Right.
that's a big.
But I can
big factor.
only just look back at my experiences. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years, so that's a lot of mental training and suffering that I went through. I can actually say that I did this route and enjoyed most of my time out there.
Yeah.
And when I crossed the finish line, I didn't say this was the hardest thing in my life. I didn't say I'm not going to do this again.
Yeah.
I could say that I enjoyed it and I would do it again.
Right.
Really?
Right.
So
That's
I'm pretty
amazing.
happy with that.
That's pretty cool.
How cooperative are people with each other on the road? I mean, is there, I mean, I'm sure you cross paths with the other racers. You cross paths with other people that are racing.
Maybe
Is
they
it-
crossed paths with each other, but
He
when
was
I
in front the
started
whole
and just
time.
took off,
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't really get to see anybody.
At what point did you start to realize that the record was within reach?
A few days into it,
Yeah.
I realized that I was on good pace. I was feeling good, taking care of myself, and
the
it's a
weather
big
was-
numbers game as well. You know, you're just constantly
Yeah.
working numbers with your computer, and now that I'm winning, I'm like wondering how far ahead am I? Now I'm talking about hours. That's another number in my head. Now I'm on record pace, so now I'm thinking more numbers because I got to cover this much ground to break this record.
Right.
And at one point, I just sort of knew halfway through the race that I was actually going to achieve this goal. And so then I was actually thinking like, I was challenging myself to break it by actually a day.
Wow.
And so it
That's
just,
a lot.
yeah, it just
And
became very progressive.
Do you have anyone helping you? Like, do you feed your time? Is someone else watching your time, or do you have to do math in addition to riding all day?
I do math all day in my head.
Wow,
you
that's
know,
even worse.
you do this call-in number, and
Right. The
when you
racers call in every day from a designated payphone, and that's the only contact with any official.
correct.
type of-
But when you do call in and leave your message, there's a message from them saying, JP is in so and so right now.
Right.
Peter's here. This guy's here. So you had a feel where these guys were.
Nice.
You can go and look on the GreatDivideRace.com. What is the website?
It's the Great Divide Race.
StraightDivideRace.com.
To see logs. There's transcripts of these phone calls, and it's kind of amazing. I was reading along. Some other people are incoherent, clearly. And Jay was like, "Yeah, man, I'm having a great time. I'm in Whitefish. I'm in, this and
Man,
that."
I hope they don't let the other racers hear his calls. That would be so discouraging. He's like,
Yeah, it's
"Help
actually pretty
me,
cool."
Help me. Hey, I'm having a great time. Listen, man, excellent. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's so cool. Next year, doing it again?
I have no reason to.
Well, I mean, just, because we're challenging
Unless
you
someone
too,
else busts your record, then you'll have to come
There's
back.
other records to be broken, so I think
Well,
I'll go
that's
after
true.
those instead.
What's the
That's
next Jay Petervary record we're going for? We're
I'm gonna go do. I did a bike, ride my bike to Nome come February.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, congratulations, and we look forward. Good luck to going to Nome.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
thanks a
glad
bunch.
that you were one of the people that stopped by our booth. And I turned around. Hey, I know you.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no problem. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.